Tragedy, the Trajakara, the water, the Viva Sama, the Telecomchin Longchen Rabjam, the day you want about Tamjitani, so number of Chisa was to see Chepati, the Telugu Saman Yamjokini, so Nampada Viva, Tokyo, the was Samata Jakara to Pasamala, the Sanji, just of the Sanji, Tamjiki. Somebody said me, he just said me, some woman got two bombers.
Tahidele to all who are joining on the live stream and who are here in person. And today is the anniversary of pre-nirvana of Kunchen Longchen Pass. So that's why today all of his Kunchen Longchen Pass followers accumulated marvelous merit, so that's where we have also participate to receive this merit. So if whoever participate for that, then for this practice, then everybody received inconceivable merit. So I offer you the milk tea of immeasurable compassion and bodhichitta from Buddha's begging bowl, which accumulated by 3 tons of Buddhas. So I offer these all of who are participate on live stream.
Everybody
So we'll begin with the text prayers to recite on holy days, beginning on page 2. Page 1. All Mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All Mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue.
Yadam Jenghor Jelado Namla Jazum Jevo Sanje Jumden Namla Jazum Jevo Tambe Namla Jazum Jevo Pabe Genda Namla Jazum Jevo Pawon Kando Chijon Zumetso Yeshe Jendan Dembana Jazum Jevo.
All sentient beings, limitless as space, take refuge in the glorious true gurus, the lineage masters, the kind root guru, who is the essence of the body, speech, mind, qualities, and activities of all tathagatas of the 10 directions and 3 times, source of the 84,000 dharma collections, and sovereign of all the noble sanghas. We take refuge in the divine assemblies of the Yidams Mandalas. We take refuge in the Buddhas, the transcendent conquerors. We take refuge in the true Dharma. We take refuge in all the noble Sangha. We take refuge in the hosts of heroes, dakinis, and Dharma guardians, they who possess the eye of wisdom. All sentient beings, limitless as space, take refuge in the glorious true gurus, the lineage masters, and the kind root guru, who is the essence of the body, speech, mind, qualities, and activities of all the tathagatas of the 10 directions and 3 times, source of the 84,000 dharma collections, and sovereign of all the noble sanghas. We take refuge in the divine assemblies of the Yidams Mandalas. We take refuge in the Buddhas, the transcendent conquerors. We take refuge in the true Dharma. We take refuge in all the noble Sangha. We take refuge in the hosts of heroes, dakinis, and Dharma guardians, they who possess the eye of wisdom.
Chidang sanjo sambaya, dolan tebjen jazanje, chidang hanje deje, sanjo tunne jibata, sanjo samba labala, tedarim yene bata, tejen dola pendanda, sanjo sene jeje, tejen dana labala, rumba yenda labaje.
I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path.
Sanje chudam sujen chonam lai, sancho parta dane jasam je, dake jinsa jime sanam je, dola pesa sanje nubharshu.
Till awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Manamga danyam besim jen tamje dewa danteve
Jotam
dimba jurgi Dongha dan dongha je
Jotam
javar jurgi Dongha mebe dewa tamandava jurgi Nyeren chodan yedanda Danyola neba jurgi.
May all Mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all Mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Bendar Samanda, Bendar Samanda, Bendar Samanda, Mother Simje, Gunje, Gunje, Dide Bonje, Mezen, Jonzela, Nana Mother Jibjin Jingerbe, Jumden Korjen and
Protector of all sentient beings without exception, deity who conquers the relentless legions of Mara and his hordes, who knows the nature of everything without exception just as it is, transcendent conqueror with your retinue, please come to this place.
Shantideva Saye Puja Soye Medoda Rara Lenge Nyede Jimbande Sanje Shena Mede Pavaye Dogananda Shend Jibayo.
The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Meru, the supreme mountain, the 4 continents, the sun, and the moon. Visualizing it as a Buddha field, I offer it. May all beings enjoy the fields of utter purity. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offering, confession, rejoicing, requesting, and praying, I dedicate it for the complete awakening of all beings.
Namo Nase Namdaga Lamala Nase Yeshen Sanchi Vamba Kamso Yondro Do Survande Korwa Dongro So Singelo Jeyip Jenova Zogaje Masam Jime Javedo Chimbe Yeshen Adande Seve Danye Kadenje Roa Jumze Rinpoche, Dosimni Jangana Survande, Chingi Janganda Singelo, Sindine Jime Nandande, Lunde Chuka Dobar Singelo.
Namo to the Guru, the utter purity of all appearance and existence. I offer all appearance and existence arisen from the primordial ground. I supplicate you, may the 3 realms be completely liberated. Please grant blessings to empty samsara from its depths. Lord with 5 omniscient wisdoms, crown ornament, kind one with loving nature, precious protector of beings, heart of all Buddhas, inexpressible by words or thought, I supplicate you from the core of my mind. Bless me from within the state of Dharmata. Bless me to realize this mind, primordially pure and unborn as the unfathomable Dharmakaya.
Yom Dende Divyan Sheba Drajumba Yandaba Zobasan Ripa Dan Shabsa Demba Devara Sheba Jiten Chimba Chivenda Kalo Jiva Lana Meba Ladam Manam Jetuma Nyame Shakye Jarbusha Durchima Meba Langu Rabda
Bottom of page 5. Bhagavan, Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha who has knowledge and its base, virtue. Bliss gone one, knower of the world, unsurpassed guide who tames beings, teacher of gods and men, unequaled king of the Shakyas. Touching my head to your immaculate feet, I respectfully pay homage.
Kanze kanye zovo chidomze sajendala gomba dembane Nonen jiten dana choje son te zenge pa jola samsalo Namda kungan chodo zozanwa Yeshe janso sirje lumboda Rapan jiten sumna langewa Gombo chonye chola samsalo Sinjo temba chime davesha Sindo drawa chola samsalo Dudar Chudra Sipa Sunanze, Nyamin Chin Chola Samsalo, Menchon Durva Kalo Junze, Kunjun Chiwa Junze Devin, Khenpo Shijin Nye Shalanka, Neo Yoba De La Samsalo, Gombo Tuje Chedenba, Tamchen Chenba Tunba Po, Suna Yong Den Jam Zo Ye, Devin Shela Samsalo, Tapen Du Cha Jarwe, Dejian Jeda Dundan Chojeba, Shinjer Jela Samsalo, Torne Torwe Lamyandu, Lapa Tala Rabdug, Shinga Tamba Yong Den Shen, Genda Laya Samsalo.
Page 6. When you, supreme among humans, were born on this earth, you took 7 steps and then said, "In this world I am supreme. Homage to you who were wise at that time, with pure and noble form, endowed with all the marks of excellence, ocean of wisdom, like a mountain of gold. Your name is renowned throughout the 3 worlds. Homage to you, most realized God. Homage to you, supreme signs of untainted moon-like face and golden complexion. Homage to you, immaculate one, who is the most radiant in the 3 worlds with unequaled knowledge. Supreme among humans, foremost God who tames beings, Tathagata who has served for good the bonds of mental afflictions. With senses serene, you abide in great peace. Homage to the peaceful one who lived in Shravasti. Compassionate protector, omniscient guide, merit field of oceanic qualities. Homage to you, the Tathagata. The virtue of the pure cause that is free from attachment, liberates from the evil destinies. It is the single, supreme, and ultimate truth. Homage to the Dharma that is peace. Freed, you showed the path to freedom and honor fully the pure trainings, best of fields, field of virtuous qualities. Homage to the Sangha too.
Jinye Soto Sujian Jedena, Dusum Shiba Meye Senge Gung, Dage Malu Tito Tomje La, Ludang Aye Saje, Jube Malan Tupdage, Javo Tomje Yejeng Zumda, Shinga Dunye Lara Turvaye, Java Kuna Rabda Samsalo, Durje Dana Durnya Sanjeno, Sanje Seje Vana Yubada, Yedar Chije Yana Maleba, Tamje Jarva Dake Kamame, Yedar Nagba Meze Jamsona, Yanje Yana Jamso Dragunje, Java Kunje Yonten Rabjuje, Deva Shiva Tamche Dageto, Medo Tamban Chenwa Tambata, Sinye Namda Supa Dunjuda, Marme Chodan Dubu Tambaye, Java Deda Lana Chibaje, Nabza Tamba Nanda Chenchota, Sama Pama Rara Nyambata, Kuba Chepa Papa Chokunje, Java Deda Lana Chubaje, Chuba Kana Lame Janchewa, Deda Jarwa Tamje Layam, Zambo Chula Tepe Topdake, Jarwa Tana Samsan Chubaje, Ducha Chetan Tomo Wangena, Lutan Adan Tijin Yijeja, Diba Kana Dega Jibeba, Dida Tamje Daga Susuja, Suji Java Kunda Sanjese, Raja Namdan Luptan Malab, Kua Kunje Suna Kamaya, Dida Dage Jisu Dayera, Kana Subjin Jeden Drumada, Sancho Rumba Sanje Majani, Lana me ba go Nyangin da dung ka ye te da la Rua kuma pense de vese Kurba shinga durni yubaya Daga thamo rabja soaje Samsara vatan jijin shabata Jisa yerang kuye soaje Gewa juze daga jisasa
Page 8. To those in as many worlds as there are in 10 directions, the lions of mankind, the Tathagatas of the 3 times, to all of them without exception, I prostrate with faithful body, speech, and mind. Through the power of this prayer for noble conduct, may all the conquerors vividly appear in my mind. With bodies as numerous as atoms in the universe, I respectfully bow down and pay homage to all of the conquerors. On a single atom, there are as many Buddhas as all the atoms there exist in the world, residing amidst their bodhisattva sons. Thus I envision the entire Dharma expanse without exception as being filled with conquerors. With inexhaustible oceans of praise, with oceans of melodious sounds extolling the noble qualities of the conquerors, I praise all the Sugatas. With the best of flowers and exquisite garlands, music, ointments, the supreme parasol, supreme lights, and the finest incense, I make offerings to the conquerors. With the finest garments, sweet fragrances, and powdered incense piled high as Mount Meru, and with everything in exalted and supreme displays, I make offerings to the conquerors. I also envision vast and unsurpassed offerings made to all the conquerors. Through the strength of my faith and excellent conduct, I prostrate and offer to all the conquerors. I confess whatever wrong I have done controlled by attachment, aggression, and ignorance with body, speech, and also mind. I rejoice in the merit of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, the solitary Buddhas, and those on the path of learning and beyond learning, as well as in the merit of each and every living being. All those lights in the worlds of the 10 directions who have progressively attained the stages of awakening, free from attachment, all those protectors I entreat to turn the unsurpassed wheel of Dharma. All those who intend to display the passing into nirvana, I beseech them with my palms joined together to remain for as many kalpas as there are atoms in the universe, for the benefit and happiness of all beings. Whatever slight virtue I may have gathered from prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, entreating, and beseeching, I dedicate it all to the awakening of all beings.
Page 12. Jime tomba ni dan tem jonge Nawanga me son jo jime sa Rando nam ke chu ten jam se ren jen se Pede da ve den tun ban song me yak je senge ne Serjan do jen chen don be zi den Jun sam dor ji zhong yo sa ye san Sa jia le jiang xian sa yong nyang jia der ze long ze nang Serjerat ze ji ban bar wa He xie we ze char wen kar yin jia Nye we se jie ne de ju zhu jiao pa su jiang su jian gu jian xiao Shen ba zang jie se yin ta ni ba Nam zhi de wa qiu ge pa su xian jia gong de duo nie qian bo su.
Bottom of page 12. Ah, As the union of unborn emptiness and the ceaseless appearances of interdependence, magically there appears before me in the sky amidst vast clouds of offerings on a jeweled lion throne and lotus sun and moon disk seats the incomparable teacher, lion of the Shakyas, his body the color of gold adorned with major and minor marks. Clad in the 3 Dharma robes, he sits in Vajra posture, his right hand gracefully poised in the earth-touching mudra, and his left hand is in the gesture of meditation, holding an alms bowl full of nectar. Like a mountain of gold, magnificent, he shines in splendor, spreading beams of wisdom light across the whole expanse of space. The 8 close suns, 16 elders, and the like a vast ocean-like retinue of noble beings encircles him all around. Simply think of him, and he grants the glory of the highest bliss, liberation from samsara and nirvana, the 2 extremes. He is the great being, perfect embodiment of every source of refuge. Page 14. With your great compassion, you embraced this turbulent and degenerate world and made 500 mighty aspirations. You are as exalted as the white lotus. Whoever hears your name shall never return to samsara. Most compassionate teacher, to you I pay homage. All my own and others' virtues of body, speech, and mind, together with all our possessions, visualized like Samantabhadra's offering clouds, I offer to you. All the harmful actions and transgressions I have committed throughout beginningless time, each and every one I now confess with intense and heartfelt regret. And all virtuous actions of the noble ones and ordinary beings accumulated throughout the past, present, and future, I rejoice. Turn the wheel of the profound and vast Dharma teachings ceaselessly in every direction, I pray. Your wisdom body is like space and remains changeless throughout past, present, and future. Yet in the perception of those to be guided, you go through the display of birth and death. Even so, let your form body continue to always to appear. The through all the virtues I have accumulated in the past, am accumulating now, and will accumulate in the future, for the sake of benefiting all beings who are as infinite as space, may you, the Sovereign of Dharma, be forever pleased, and may all attain the state of the Victorious One, the Lord of Dharma. Living beings like us, adrift in this degenerate age, have no guidance and protection. Because of your kindness, caring for us with surpassing compassion, every manifestation in this world now of the three jewels is your enlightened activity. You are then our only refuge, incomparable, supreme. So from our hearts we pray, with total confidence and faith, do not neglect the great promises you made in times gone by, but hold us until we attain enlightenment with your compassion.
Lama Dumba Jom Denda Dipin Sheba Rajumba Yandaba Zoba Porjava Shakya Tapala Son Salon Judaja Jeva Lama Dumba Jom Denda Dipin Sheba Rajumba Yandaba Zoba Porjava Shakya Tapala Son Salon Judaja Jeva Lama Tumba Jom Denda Tenzin Sheba Rajumba Yandaba Zoba Porjava Shakya Tapala Santa Chuda Jazun Jevo.
Supreme Teacher, Bhagawan Tathagata Arhat, complete and perfect Buddha, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni Buddha, to you I pay homage, to you I make offerings, in you I take refuge.
주로는 만드나 뭐 조카제쇼 근데 다단디는 소리다가 소소라는 게 주로 좀 사소소 것들이 라마다 제비신이 망보이고래 대삼세대 하정까지 정모래 라마 제비신이 됐다 군초섬 시바데 군바 망보이고래 대삼세 꿈은 초 춘이 랍도 그 말에 공부하는 게 뒤에는 세트 공부를 못 되잖아요. 세트를 세 공부를 해는데 세트 공부 초대 질랍도 그 말이 다 나라에 몽때서 못하면 강에 빼는 가서 강는 돌아 세도도지 요래 다 마음껏 제가 서로를 강에서 파통이 다돼 제 가라를 지르대로 제야 뭐 이럴 대게 딱바로 세는 손을 빼 강에 쳐봐도 대략들 다다 꼰빈 초대 가래지 꼰초선데 산지 주당게 된서래 대략 초 가래게라고도 동담들이 초대하고 그래.
Dharma friends, so here's some introduction. So actually in different places there are different spiritual masters. They are so great. We are so grateful for them because there is this three jewels. Actually, there are three jewels means actually Tibetan say kun means very rare. So there are many things which are very rare. Or for instance, the gold. So actually, gold is very rare, but it is not excellent. So that is not kun cho. So it is kun means rare. So for instance, I myself blind to thinking. when I was in prison, at that time I have a small piece of gold. And then at that time I was taught I'm going to sell it, and then for the sake of some my other positions. But that was very difficult to keep that things. So what is the three jewels? The three jewels are the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. So why three jewels are very kind of rare? Because it says Cho means excellent. So when we're talking about the three jewels are excellent, at that time we are going to think ultimate truth.
Dewe sanje goncho dena kare sanje dena sanje kusam nibadani kong san chok sem nyamni le tene jami solo thosa ne range dandi de me batangre dandi me sem khwang ram ji nam kha ra ore chud nam kha ta we shi ko de ta ka de ta nam kha da jab de ore 남카 깔는 사제 요래지 자자자 요래지 산제 됐다 그래야 돼 됐다 가에게 차서 혼나봤다 가에게 차서 죽게 차서 쭉 가래서 레좀 되지 저기가 좀 제베대와 점기가 되는 동에데 그 대와다 대베 저가다 삼제고 그래지 동에게 저 가래서 저쪽에 다디 미고레스 추테레.
So what is who is the Buddha, three jewels, one jewel of Buddha. So that Buddha is the embodiment of three kayas. So Buddha accumulated merit three countless eons within his love or bodhichitta. So then what did he do is he has eliminated his self-grasping. So then his mind becomes like a boundless space. So wherever provides the space, there definitely provides by Buddha. So that's wherever exists space, there is existing Buddha. So then who made the Buddha as a boundless space? That made by Dharma. So what is the Dharma? Dharma is the karma cause and effect. So then what is the virtue? What is the virtue? The virtue means loving kindness and compassion. So accumulate the virtues, its result is happiness. And then what is the cause of suffering? That is self-grasping. If there is a self-grasping, then its result is suffering. So dharma means karma cause and then effect.
산제 용띠 사마탑되나 산제 톡대 죽었나 파다고 참요나 데리는 것들이 장을 받다고 생각하고 생각 대양소 요래 저거 무서운들이 밥을 견디는들이 저거에 견디는 삼제래 산제 추게 삼제게 주봉제这些东西我上手什么的上手呢大地上手呢生条龙的就是 장통당지 차통 장통남과는 차송 오 대지서 그 게드인 바탑제 대냐서라네 다 게드인 바제 이나 이 게드인 바테 그때 게드레스 사제나지 송대 답을줄이 레접레시에요래 톡대 사제레스 오 게드인 바서만 톡대 사제 게드인 바탑제 오톡 사제 그 게드인 송당주지
So actually there says the qualities of Buddha is inconceivable. because the Buddha's mind is like a boundless space. For that reason, the Sambhogakaya, so that's where the Buddha is, the Dharmakaya. So then the Sambhogakaya provides every the pure lines. And then the Nirmanakaya is the Sanghas are the Nirmanakaya. So there are 84,000 of scriptures. They are included loving kindness and compassion. So when the mind is like ice, and then that melts by loving kindness and compassion, and then at that time one is the authentic Sangha. So actually, three kayas included in a single Sangha. The Sangha's form is Buddha's form, and then Sanghas, the Dharma is their teachings, and they teach about the karma cause and effect. And then Sangha's mind is the Buddha. So the three kayas are included in Sangha.
Chuji Sangha Samhije, Samhije Diona, Dadi Vivando Yore, that Deva Je, or Samse Yona, Dadi Vivasone, that Mete, Dani Zongte Italy, Nekap. Tori Deva, Tato Sangma Jay Parta, Tangamari, Jamidon Bata, Totana, Deli Zonte, then Deva Charlie Zonte Della, 17 something, yet the shaking bo, Jelly Sanjay, 17 on the Sanjay, Somre, Lam the Decapteri, Dinky, Nidi Chasomane, they win the shaking bo, you pay, Tani on the Jamidon Bata, Tangamari, there the Jabi Chodi, oh, Sanjay Jimbo Shirap. Chujimbo Samhiji, or George for the Gedita, Consortium got Sangha, then chose some dinner. They let Jap Chilton, Salvador, Sahati. They let Tatan dinner sooner, Ranga to Chinka Arena, Tomasaji, the Tuchon Dora, oh, Shanta to the chin of some Janawati, Zambeling that Namba Sajiva Katse, dog, or Drungaman over this. They took it. Oh, she come there longer. They took a telejash over there. They thought Sanjay Shakyamuni chicken today. They told a yoga cook, Zombonachibong, up that the contact. That's Sanjay. They not a shepherd, and chore little money. Oh, Gumba, Tamsi and chore. Till the job so much to go for it. Later, just something go for it. That's another. Loma Pagateco, or there the job Shuna, Salvador Satogori, there the Chin Kare and Saji Shakata so Atam, there is check the Samotan, Shanta to the Chin of some jet, the Ragatabla Mata de Chi, give a Chin Kare, thing of the double Kanisuna Sakuna, Sajagelo, Yumakaji, Chobi, Sagasum, they soon of the young shoulder, there's the Monte de Jamna. 하자 평균보래 구분은 초들 구분 초대가래 구분 초당에 고초섭을 돼. 다 고초섭인데 자체 고나야. 들이 자체들 같이 보여야 돼. 그래서 로색다가 네. 또단종 가지고 뭔가 걸 고초다 거래. 나 쪽항에 대고가 내면 고초 잡세지. 그러면 계획이 담지게. 뭔가 걸 고초 요새 하자 자체 보내셔서 오, 사실 남지들 고쳐대. 처음 맹전 고쳐라고도 또 맹전 고쳐서지대. 하자 탑게 버리지 돼서 뭐지. 그래. 그때도 사람들이 고쳐시 봐대. 출력 가래는 고쳐 참아야 요래지. 뒤나도 고쳐 가래래. 내가 타톡이 가서면 사바제 저서로 달라. 되게만 보셔고 말이. 그래서 고쳐시 봐. 하자 싸지 버려. 그분은 초대죠 말이다. 그 토론제. 그렇게 지는데 도조선 앞에는 좀 냠리나나 들이 디모나는 저 배짜치 버래 나를 대다는 들이 좋아해 그 담을 놓고 참아들이 Devadu Guru, the name of the body, take up the jelly song at the Sajima to Yika Koro money, legend is Sajeka Koro, the Gita to Lorna, tap the Teloma, Sajima to the Brady, Chitlan, I sure, touch the
So the essence of Dharma is loving kindness and compassion. So that's where the cause and happiness and the cause of happiness. There's in our restrictions, happiness and cause of happiness. So if we have this loving kindness and compassion, then it definitely produces the temporary happiness, and then it helps us to achieve an ultimate level of the stage. So whoever received refuge vow, then the three jewels never betray you. Because fundamentally everybody possesses Buddha nature, but they but then they they possess also grasping during the path. So that's where they become thinking beings. So whoever receive a refuge vow, then three jewels definitely protect all the times. So then who knows that the three jewels protect us? That only known by Buddha. So then Buddha possesses these. So that's where I says the essence of Buddha is wisdom, and the essence of Dharma is the loving kindness and compassion, and the essence among the friends, the excellent friend is Sangha. So those who received this vow of three jewels or refuge vow, then you will never return in the lower realms. So after one realizes that, then one should have to possess loving kindness and compassion, especially in this the sadhana of this Buddha. It says that in the page number 16, because of your kindness, caring for us with surpassing compassion, every manifestation in this world now of the three jewels is your enlightened activities. So that's where Dharmakaya is boundless, and then Sambhogakaya also provides all the pure lands. It's actually the countless. The Sambhogakayas are also countless. And then there are also countless of Nirmanakaya. They are our Sangha. So only the single Buddhas, Shakyamuni Buddhas, kindness, then we know these things. So Shakyamuni Buddha, he actually supplicated 500 dharanis. So through this way, then he accomplished his wish, so well for all mother thinking beings. So there's three jewels in Tibetan say Kuncho. So the Buddha actually this another way to explain the Kuncho Kun rare means there are very rare or very few people receive a refuge vow, and very few people trust in karma cause and effect. So that's where this we say that is very rare also. And then so any time when you that time of this anniversary of any kind of lamas is Satya, Gelo, Nima, Kaju, whoever practices the anniversary of the nirvana of their gurus or spiritual master and so forth. At that time, if you participate there, definitely you receive inconceivable merit. So actually the three jewels Buddha, Dharma, Sangha are the very rare. So even you heard the name of the three jewels, it has inconceivable benefit. For instance, in Dragongkaju, Longchen Sunggung gave Sangha's first name is Gongcho. So when I was in prison, so my first name is Gongcho. So Gongcho. So at that's where many other kind of lamas and spiritual masters, they say, oh, Longchen Sunggung is very skillful in the Dharma because we call your name. At that time we recite like three jewels, like Gongcho. So that's where actually these all these lineages they had how to say they possess these three jewels, and then today I don't want to talk many things here, but you keep in your mind that when any times the practitioners who practice, at that time you participate in their special time, like anniversary of pre-nirvana of their gurus and so forth. So in this world there are many friends. They all actually they all wanted the happiness, but then they don't understand the happiness comes from where. So that happiness came from only Buddha. So only Buddha know that the happiness is come from the loving kindness and compassion. And then the only Buddha knows that if we follow the karma cause and effect, then its result is happiness. So everybody you participate when there is a special anniversary time of pre-nirvana of their gurus and so forth.
From the Buddha's body there emanates a great radiance of multicolored rays of wisdom light, dispelling all our own and others' obscurations and causing all the genuine qualities of the Mahayana path to arise within us, so that we attain the level of perfection from which we will never return again to samsara. Go to page 41.
Tongga doje shoje raison chong yinje mata doje pongjamba serje lamba dave jibega shoje jarbo chola samsalo kanga dambo sanjo tujena sona yishe tsonye zonzeje tunderenze ba jajen rovaye Gunjar Chula Daga Dubarje Lana Dunza Durva Tunjana Lale Pamna Longchen Darsheje Rigla Zena Lamo Junjurje Lunsa Shupan Zela Samsalo Dawa Chuzo Shakya Sebona Trashya Lamba Sarda Tambeze Sandan Jarzen Chitun Simchona Sanjo Resam Inze Samsalo Yuna Topden Maya Sengete Anga Manga Dana Juzarde, Jiwo Jipa Jima Sardine, Rinda Me Barzela Sanzalo, Jibin Judan Tumbara Savata, Kana Madho Pansar Sumoye, Kortan Dinze Tablan Kebaye, Jerse Joan Zela Samzalo, Korvea Sava Nyimbo Mizene, Chemne Sunde Kala Sheneja, Chudya Namda Tunda Nilani, Rabdo Sunwan Zela Samzalo, Kubagunene, Narandayan Ramdo Lodrod, Kawa Chinze Tundran Tarsimbe, Samden Chonin Chola Samsalo, Toman Mine Beba Tunyusa, Manga Daya Sancho Shendonda, Jichum Mayong Bar Sanjene, Sancho Zoban Zela Samsalo, Tujen Rola Nyurda Zingnene, Waranese Laso Nemchoto, Chujian Kulo Kurnan Dozana, Tuba Sumnam Gunze Samsalo, Yinge Gurva Meba Sarjeso, Mate Tumba Chodan Larjenso, Kurmon Jega Yuda Danada, Tuba Yole Jala Samsalo, Sepa Suna Peme Yonde, Yadba Jundur Chimboda, Lama Doa Kunja Ramchopa, Tamba Jeban Zela Samsalo, Lelo Jina Nyurdu Kuzaz, Samcho Tunga Soya Samara, Jimmy Durje Tavu Kushene, Nyangin Davan Zela Samsalo, Yanda Nida Jeba Meseta, Maung Simjia Suna Topzas, Tenye Tuna Rinsen Mandron, Kudo Choje Zela Samsalo.
Page 41. With skillful compassion born in the Shakya clan, unconquered one, subduer of Mara's horde, your body shines like a mountain of gold. King of the Shakyas, homage to you. You first awakened the mind of enlightenment, then completed both collections of merit and wisdom, with vast deeds becoming the protector of beings in this age. To you I offer praise. Knowing you, tamer of gods, it was time to tame us. You came descending from heaven. As an elephant, you saw your clan of birth and entered the womb of Queen Maya. Homage to this deed. When 10 months had passed, you were born Shakya Prince in Lumbini's fortunate grove. Supreme marks honored by Brahma and Indra confirmed your enlightened line. Homage to this deed. As a powerful youth, a lion among men, you showed your skill in Anga Magada. Defeating proud men, you were peerless. Homage to this deed. To conform to the laws of the world and to avoid censure with skillful means, you possessed a retinue of queens and ruled over a court. Homage to this deed. Seeing worldly endeavors had no essence, you left your home and going through the sky, ordained yourself before the stupa of great purity. Homage to this deed. Intent on persevering until you had reached awakening, you practiced austerities for 6 years on the banks of Narayana, and ultimately perfecting diligence, you attained the highest samadhi. Homage to this deed. To make your efforts from beginningless time fruitful, you sat unmoving beneath the Bodhi tree in Magada and fully awakened to perfect enlightenment. Homage to this deed. Soon after, you looked with compassion upon beings in other holy places such as Varanasi, and you turned the wheel of Dharma, establishing disciples in the 3 vehicles. Homage to this deed. To put an end to evil opponents at Gaya and Banga, you subdued all Maras, such as the 6 Tirtaka teachers, Devadatta, and so forth. Victorious sage, homage to you. Unparalleled in splendor in all the three worlds, at Shravasti you displayed mighty miracles and presented vast offerings by gods, men, and others. You caused the teachings to spread. Homage to this deed. To spur the indolent at the holy site of Kushinagar, you parted from your immortal Vajra-like body and passed into nirvana. Homage to this deed. To show that you had not in reality perished, and so that beings of the future could gain merit, you emanated a wealth of relics and caused your remains to be divided into 8 portions. Homage to this deed. Back to the bottom of page 18. Like all the Buddhas and their heirs, in enlightened intention and in activity, aspiration, wisdom, love, and capacity, in these and all the ways unsurpassable wisdom manifests, may I and every other being too come to be exactly as they are.
Page 21. Namo Guru Karma Gomna Yoja Bambedo Yume Tsurban Zhangshen Denbe Song Tsirche Menga Tsirtan Tunbe Ge Taba Zhangsong Qinba Lapsan Za Taba Deshe Denbe Tunze Be Den Song Ala Den Tse Zhube Tso Taipa Samja Tarpe Langjoba Yeda Kuna Kube Samsalo Dane Tene Jedan Serabsa Jarva Sibje Jedan Memrarshe Jarva Sibje Chije Jizonde Jarva Sibje Chije Drabasho Lejo Tsunche Me Ba Tarvata Nga Tse Zunda Me Ba Dimba Da Uja Me Ba Chamba Ye Chim Tung Jodan Xinye Dimba Sho Tarpe Lam La Tangpo Jupe Go Korwe Nene Tangpo Jupe Lam Nyam Ni Chuna Kunja Tangbungo Jumin Nim Jong Jula Jewa Sho Yona Sanje Drabla Ti Cho Jin Mina Sanje Drabla Tapya Gwe Sanje Drabla Sawu Manarva Nanda Simjo Jiba Sho Kone Konda Sancho Sencho Ben Sera Konda Sancho Semeji Yanda Sancho Semgone Sancho Sembe Jula Jubasho Temcho Tabdan Jambar Pavutan Kunda Zambo Juba Kanyemba Dage Tsara Jugun Tendrava Jerne Tunye Juba Lundrajo Tseje Sanje Drebe Lamzangji Tuje Tunye Drebe Takebo Tserjen Gonde Yeme Tavaye Lanje Dorje Tekban Jugwaisho Landa Langor Dorjen Zembe So Gona De Tong Chibe Troji Linje Jiban Zembe Gorjoba Lanje Doje Linda Robajo Juma Pangbe Sinye Nyumesha Juma Me Barango Jimbanto Jule Tarve Nyamja Jujante Jumi Tumje Deva Topasho Neka Sayang Sambe Tungundra Sube Tena Sambang Ibame Neve Tena Nipjo Donghame Xianan Turnang Jirda Me Ba Xiao Dang Tong Din Dang Zhen Re Zhuo Wa Gu Nin Jiao San Jiao Sen Dang Lin Jie 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 Da Ri Ba Ji Jie Ju Jien Ne Jir De Zo Ba San Jie Tao Ba Xiao San Jie Nian Ma Xin Be Xiang Tong Xiao Tam Qi Nian Ma Nian Ge Dur Jie Jiu Gin Du Nian Ma Tar Be Zhou Jie Ne Zhou Sun Nian Ma Wu Da Man Zha Xiu.
Page 21. Your mind, many eons ago, rid itself of all deceit. Your speech, honest and true, is free of any form of artifice. Your body's acts are disciplined and unpretentious. Great sage, genuine and wise, to you I prostrate. Buddha's heirs who have seen the ultimate meaning, speakers of truth, whose words have prophetic power, those on the way to liberation through the three vehicles, before you all in devotion I bow down. From now on in all future rebirths throughout my lives, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, may I never part from you. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, please accept me as your follower. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, let me gain accomplishment just like you. My body's actions, may they be disciplined and unpretentious. My speech, may it be honest without falsity or deception. My mind, may it be genuine without artifice or deceit. And may I rely upon spiritual guides and true Dharma friends. The first entrance to the path of liberation, the first route of escape from samsara perils, the first preliminary to all practices of Dharma, genuine renunciation, may it dawn within my mind. With it, I have all that's needed to attain enlightenment, and without it, there's no way to find awakening. The indisputable seed from which Buddhahood is gained, may I generate bodhicitta utterly pure and supreme. Further and further, may supreme bodhicitta develop. Throughout my lives, may bodhicitta never be forgotten. Again and yet again, may I meditate on bodhicitta and always train in the way of the bodhisattva. Whatever the enlightened actions of the great sage, heroic Manjushri or Samantabhadra, in all my lives, may all my own actions be equal to theirs, and spontaneously may I accomplish my own and others' welfare. Excellent path which brings about Buddhahood in but a single lifetime, with skillful methods to benefit oneself and others at one and the same time, and the view of a single reality in which samsara and nirvana are inseparable. May I embark upon this unique path of the Vajra vehicle. Hosts of the Vajra holders who cultivate the approach of this path, taking as partners those who bring about blissful emptiness, as a way for co-emergent wisdom to be introduced, may this unique path be enjoyed in the realm of the Dakinis. The face of my original nature, mind itself, left unaltered, my very own essence, beyond contrivance, may I see it laid bare. Sustaining meditation, untainted by any trace of alteration, may I gain the ultimate fruition, free from any fabrication. In the meantime, may all my wishes be fulfilled, for as long as I live, may I have no negative intentions, and when I die, may I not suffer a painful death. Having died, may there be no fear of delusory appearances. May all who see me, hear me, think of me, or come in contact with me in any way develop renunciation, bodhicitta, and co-emergent wisdom in whichever way is appropriate within their minds, so that swiftly they may arrive at perfect Buddhahood. May I behold the sun-like Buddha with his signs and marks. May I savor the nectar of the sun-like Dharma in my heart, and may the sun-like Sangha accompany me to liberation. From the light of these three sun-like supreme ones, may I never part.
No English all the way. Continue.
Homage to the ever-youthful Manjushri. With purity of body, speech, and mind, I bow to all the heroic Buddhas, the past, present, and future, without exception, in every world, in all the 10 directions. By the power of this aspiration of Samantabhadra, I bow with as many bodies as there are atoms in the world to all those victorious Buddhas manifest in my mind, and I pay homage to all of them. I conceive the entire realm of truth to be completely filled with enlightened ones. On each atom, I imagine there to be as many Buddhas as atoms in the world, each Buddha surrounded by many bodhisattvas. I honor all these blissful lords, praising their perfections with all the sounds of various melodies, an ocean of endless praise. I offer to those heroic Buddhas the finest flowers, garlands, music, and ointments, excellent canopies, choice lamps, and the best incense. I offer as well to those victorious ones the finest array of all excellent things, the finest robes and fragrances, and heaps of sweet-smelling powders as high as Mount Meru. By the power of my faith in the deeds of Samantabhadra, I prostrate and present vast and unequaled offerings to each of the victorious Buddhas. I confess every type of wrong that I have done in thought, word, or deed while influenced by desire, anger, and ignorance. I rejoice in the meritorious deeds of all the Buddhas, as well as those performed by the Bodhisattvas, Praktya Buddhas, Arhats, those who are in the path of training, those who need no more training, and by all sentient beings in the 10 directions. I entreat the enlightened protectors who have attained the detachment of Buddhahood and illuminate the worlds of the 10 directions to turn the peerless wheel of Dharma. With folded hands, I beseech those who intend to manifest the final nirvana to remain for as many eons as there are atoms in all the worlds for the benefit and happiness of all living beings. May whatever small amount of virtue I may have gained from prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, and beseeching be dedicated to attainment of perfect enlightenment. May I worship the Buddhas of the past and those now present in the worlds of the 10 directions. May those to come quickly fulfill their aspiration and reach Buddhahood by traversing the stages of enlightenment swiftly. May all the worlds of the 10 directions become extensively and completely pure. May it be filled with the bodhisattvas and victorious Buddhas who proceed to the royal tree of enlightenment. May all living beings in the 10 directions always be happy and free of sickness. May they be endowed with favorable circumstances for achieving dharmic goals, and may their wishes be accomplished. May I remember my lives in all states of existence while in training for enlightenment, and all my successive births and deaths may I always embrace religious life. May I follow all the victorious Buddhas and perfect all the deeds of Samantabhadra. Pure in the morality without defect, may my conduct always be flawless. May I teach the Dharma in every tongue, in whatever sounds or be understood by living beings, in the languages of the gods, nagas, demons, spirits, and human beings. May I steadfastly apply myself to the 6 perfections. May I never disregard my intention to attain enlightenment, and completely remove whatever faults may obscure my path. May I be free from karma, emotional afflictions, and the influence of demons, like the lotus unsoiled by the mire, or like the sun and moon in a clear sky, so that I may proceed unhindered. Throughout all the lands in all the directions, may I relieve the sufferings of the lower realms. May I be able to bring happiness to and provide benefit for all living beings. Fully accomplishing the activities of enlightenment, may I work in harmony with the needs of all beings. May I practice and demonstrate the deeds of Samantabhadra through all future eons. May I always associate with those whose activities are similar to mine. May we act alike in thought, word, and deed, and may our aspirations be as one. May I always associate with spiritual friends who wish to help me and teach the deeds of Samantabhadra. May I never cause them pain or disappointment. May I always personally behold the victorious Buddhas, those guardians surrounded by bodhisattvas. Without tiring in all future eons, may I always present them magnificent offerings. May I always uphold the Buddha's holy Dharma and illuminate the deeds of enlightenment. May I train in the practice of Samantabhadra and all future eons. Through rebirth in all the states of existence, may I gather an endless store of merit and wisdom. May I become an inexhaustible treasure of all virtues of method, wisdom, concentration, and liberation. May I always behold as many pure lands as there are atoms present in each world, with inconceivable Buddhas sitting in the midst of their bodhisattvas and performing the activities of enlightenment. In this way, may I be able to see everywhere, even on every mote of dust, countless Buddhas of the past, present, and future, limitless pure lands, and endless eons. May I always heed the pure speech of the victorious Buddhas, which holds within each word the totality of the perfect Dharma and an ocean of languages precisely suited to the needs of each being. May I possess the perfect intelligence to heed the endless melody of speech when the victorious Buddhas of the past, present, and future turn the wheels of Dharma. May I accomplish the Bodhisattva's practice of entering the past, present, and future in a fraction of a second. May I know in a single instant all that is encompassed in the duration of the 3 times. May I behold all the heroic Buddhas of the past, present, and future in a single instant. May I always perform their activities through the power of liberation from illusion. May I perceive upon a single atom the perfect design of the pure realms of the past, present, and future. Thus may I enter into the realms of the victorious Buddhas in all directions. When the illuminators of the worlds of the future realize the stages of Buddhahood, turn the wheel, and enter the profound peace of nirvana, may I always be in their presence. May I accomplish the perfect powers of enlightenment, the power of miraculous swiftness, the power of perfection of every spiritual path, the power of all virtuous qualities, the power of all pervasive loving kindness, the power of the merit of every virtue, the power of all transcendent wisdom, and the powers of perfect knowledge, method, and meditation. May the forces of karma be utterly purified, the power of passions utterly subdued, the power of demons utterly destroyed, and the power of the deeds of Samantabhadra perfected. May I tirelessly perform the enlightened activities for an ocean of eons, purifying an ocean of lands, liberating an ocean of beings, realizing an ocean of Dharma, attaining an ocean of wisdom, perfecting an ocean of patience, accomplishing an ocean of aspirations, ceaselessly serving an ocean of Buddhas. May I completely fulfill all perfect aspirations to the enlightened activities of the victorious Buddhas of the 3 times by attaining enlightenment according to the deeds of Samantabhadra. The eldest son of the victorious Buddhas is called Samantabhadra. I dedicate all these virtuous actions that my deeds may be like his. May my body, speech, mind, deeds, and environment always be pure. May I become equal to Samantabhadra in these excellent aspirations. May there be no limit to my activities. May there be no limit to my virtues. Through limitless perseverance, may I accomplish all miraculous deeds. The limit of living beings is like the limit of open space. May the limit of my aspirations be equal to the limit of their activities and passions. Whoever offers to the victorious Buddhas of all the perfect joys of gods and men, and the infinite realms, the 10 directions adorned with jewels, for as many eons as there are atoms in those realms, shall gain great merit. But whoever hears this greatest dedication prayer and is inspired by faith to intensely desire supreme enlightenment shall gain even higher and holier merit. Whoever recites the aspiration of Samantabhadra will never again endure hellish rebirth, will abandon all evil friends, and will soon behold Amitabha, the Buddha of boundless light. They will gain all benefits, live in happiness, attain precious human rebirth, and soon become like Samantabhadra himself. Even those who in ignorance committed the 5 unredeemable sins will soon be completely purified by reciting this aspiration of Samantabhadra. They will achieve perfect wisdom, a radiant countenance, beautiful form, auspicious physical marks, and a noble birth. Profane and devilish being will not trouble them, and they will be honored in the 3 realms. They will quickly reach the tree of enlightenment and reside there to benefit all beings. As enlightened Buddhas, they will turn the wheel of Dharma, taming the demonic hosts. Whoever preserves, teaches, or recites this aspiration of Samantabhadra shall ultimately attain perfect Buddhahood. May none despair of complete enlightenment. In whatever way valiant Manjushri and Samantabhadra know how to transfer merit, so do I dedicate all my own virtues that I may train to be like them. Since dedication is praised as supreme by the victorious Buddhas of the 3 times, I dedicate all these roots of virtue to accomplishing the deeds of Samantabhadra. At the moment of my death, may all my obscurations be removed, that I may behold Amitabha, the Buddha of boundless light, and go to Sukhavati, the pure land of perfect bliss. In that blissful land, may I completely fulfill all these aspirations and benefit all beings as long as the universe remains. Joyful there in that blessed assembly of the Buddha, may I be reborn like the holy ones from an exquisite lotus, and may the Buddha Amitabha himself foretell my own enlightenment. May I thereafter emanate endlessly through the power of perfect wisdom to accomplish countless benefits for living beings in all the 10 directions. Through whatever small virtues I have gathered by reciting this aspiration of Samantabhadra, may all the virtuous aspirations of living beings be accomplished in a single moment. Through the boundless merit gained by dedicating these aspirations of Samantabhadra, may the countless beings drowning in the torrent of suffering reach the stage of Amitabha. May this greatest of dedication prayers benefit countless living beings. May reciting this ornament of Samantabhadra release all beings from the suffering of the lower realms. Page 31, Maitreya's aspiration from Ratnakunta Sutra. Homage to all the Buddhas, homage to the Bodhisattvas, sages, and the hearers too, who all possess the eye of gods. Homage to bodhichitta, which reverses the path to bad rebirths, fully reveals the path to higher states, and leads one to the state where there is no aging and death. Whatever wrongs I have done, controlled by an afflicted mind, I confess all of these in the presence of the Buddhas. May whatever merit I have gathered through the 3 kinds of activities, those seeds of my omniscience, not become exhausted until I reach awakening. I rejoice in all the offerings made to the Buddhas in all the realms of the 10 directions, which are known by the Buddhas who rejoice in them. I confess all wrongs and rejoice in all merit. I prostrate to all the Buddhas, may I gain exalted wisdom. I entreat all bodhisattvas abiding on the 10 grounds in all the realms of the 10 directions to awaken into supreme enlightenment. Having awakened into true enlightenment and conquered the hosts of Mara, may they turn the wheel of Dharma to heal all living beings. May their sounding of the great Dharma drum free all beings from suffering. May they remain teaching the Dharma for inconceivable millions of eons. Mired in the swamps of desire and entangled in the ropes of existence, I am totally enslaved. I supplicate those supreme among men to look upon me. Buddhas do not blame beings who have tainted minds, but hold them in their hearts with love. May sentient beings be released from the ocean of existence. All those perfect Buddhas of this time, all those who have existed in the past, and all those yet to come, may I train emulating them and act as bodhisattvas do. Having completed the 6 perfections, may I liberate the beings of the 6 realms. Having actualized the 6 extraordinary faculties, may I reach unsurpassed awakening. Phenomena are not born and do not arise. They lack self-nature and location. They are without perception and substance. May I realize their emptiness. Like the great sage, the Buddha, may I realize that phenomena lack self-nature. There are no sentient beings, no life, no individual, and no soul. Selfless and devoid of grasping at material things, to benefit all beings, I give unstintingly. As things do not exist inherently, may my wealth appear spontaneously. As all things will end gradually, may I accomplish the perfection of generosity. Endowed with pure morality, guided by the rules of discipline, with morals void of arrogance, may I accomplish the perfection of morality. With patient acceptance that does not condemn, which is all-embracing like the elements of earth, water, fire, or wind, may I accomplish the perfection of patience. With perseverance that is stable, joyful, and without laziness, and with steadfast mind and body, may I accomplish the perfection of diligence. Through the illusion-like heroic stride and vajra-like samadhis, may I accomplish the perfection of meditation. Through actualizing the three doors of complete liberation, the equality of the three times and the threefold knowledge as well, may I accomplish the perfection of wisdom. May my aspirations be fulfilled through a bodhisattva's diligence, which shines with dignity and brilliance and is praised by all the Buddhas. In this way, training in the bodhisattva's practices, may I become renowned for love. May I thus accomplish the 6 perfections and come to dwell at the summit of the 10th ground fully. Dedication from Shantideva's The Way of the Bodhisattva. By all the virtue I have amassed by composition of this book, which speaks of entry to the Bodhisattva way, may every being tread the path to Buddhahood. May beings everywhere who suffer torment in their minds and bodies have, by virtue of my merit, joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as they may linger in samsara, may their present joy know no decline, and may they taste of unsurpassed beatitude in constant and unbroken continuity. Throughout the spheres and reaches of the world, in hellish states wherever they may be, may beings fettered there, tormented, taste the bliss and peace of Sukhavati. May those caught in the freezing ice be warmed, and from the massing clouds of Bodhisattva's prayers, may torrents rain in boundless streams to cool those burning in infernal fires. May forests where the leaves are blades and swords become sweet groves and pleasant woodland glades. And may the trees of miracles appear, supplanting those upon the hill of Shamali. And may the very pits of hell be sweet, with fragrant pools all perfumed with the scent of lotuses, be lovely with the cries of swan and goose, and waterfowl so pleasing to the ear. May fiery coals turn into heaps of jewels, the burning ground become a crystal floor, the crushing hills celestial abodes, adorned with offerings, the dwelling place of Buddhas. May the hail of lava, fiery stone, and weapons henceforth become a rain of blossoms. May those whose hell it is to fight and wound be turned to lovers offering their flowers. And those engulfed in fiery Vajrani, their flesh destroyed, their bones bleached white as kunda flowers. May they, through all my merit strength, have godlike forms and sport with goddesses in Mandakini's peaceful streams. What fear is it, they'll ask, that grips the henchmen of the deadly Lord, the frightful vultures and the carrion crows? What noble strength is it that brings us joy and drives away our dreadful night? And looking skyward they will see the shining form of Vajrapani. Then may their sins be quenched in joy, and may they go to him. And when they see the seething lava flood of hell, extinguished in a rain of blossoms drenched in scented water, at once fulfilled in bliss, they'll ask, how can this be? And thus the denizens of hell will see the one who holds the lotus. Friends, throw away your fears and quickly gather here, for who is it who comes to banish dread, this youth with bound-up gleaming hair, this loving bodhisattva saving and protecting every being, whose power relieves all pain, increasing joy? Do you see the splendor of his house that echoes praises of 1,000 goddesses, the 100 gods who lay their diadems before his lotus feet, the rain of flowers falling on his head, his eyes moist with compassion? Thus may those in hell cry out on seeing Manjughosha. And likewise, when through these my roots of virtue they see the joyful clouds let fall their cooling scented rain, their obscurations cleansed by bodhisattva like Samantabhadra, may all those languishing in hell come now to perfect happiness. And may the stooping animals be freed from fear of being preyed upon, each other's food. And may the famished spirits have such joy as those who dwell within the northern continent. And may they be replete and satisfied by streams of milk that pour from noble Lord Avalokita's hand, and bathing in it, may they be refreshed and cooled. And may the blind receive their sight, and may the deaf begin to hear, and women near their time bring forth like Maya Devi, free from any pain. And may the naked now be clothed, and all the hungry eat their fill, and may those parched with thirst receive pure waters and delicious drink. May the poor and destitute find wealth, the haggard and the careworn joy. May confidence relieve those in despair, and bring them steadfastness in every excellence. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady, and may all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. May those who go in dread have no more fear. May captives be unchained and now set free. And may the weak receive their strength. May living beings help each other in kindness. May travelers upon the road find happiness no matter where they go. And may they gain without the need of toil the goals on which they set their hearts. May those who put to sea in boat or ship attain the ports that they desire, and may they safely come to shore in sweet reunion with their kith and kin. May those who lose their way and stray in misery find fellow travelers, and safe from the threat of thieves and savage beasts be tireless in their journey light. May children and the old, the weak protectorless, bewildered in the wild and pathless waste, and those whose minds are dulled and all who are insane, have pure celestial beings as their guardians. May all attain the human state and be possessed of wisdom, faith, and love. With perfect livelihood and sustenance, may they have mindfulness throughout their lives. May everyone have unrestricted wealth, just like the treasury of space, enjoying it according to their wish without a trace of harm or enmity. May beings destitute of splendor become magnificent and bright, and those worn down by toil and drudgery acquire great beauty and perfection. May all women in this world attain the strength of Tara, and may the lowly come to excellence, the proud and haughty lose their arrogance. May all the merit I have gained, may every being leaving none aside, abandon all their evil ways, embracing goodness now and evermore. From bodhichitta may they never separate and constantly engage in bodhisattva deeds, and may they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas and turn aside from what is Mara's work. And may these beings, each and every one, enjoy an unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the very name of death be strange to them. On every side, in all the 10 directions, may groves of the wish-fulfilling trees abound, resounding with the sweetness of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and their bodhisattva children. And may the earth be wholesome everywhere, free from boulders, cliffs, and chasms, flat and even like a level palm, and smooth like lapis lazuli. And for many circles of disciples, may multitudes of bodhisattvas rise in every land, adorning them with every excellence. From bird song and the sighing of the trees, from shafts of light and from the sky itself, may living beings, each and every one, perceive the constant sound of Dharma. May they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with bodhisattvas, offspring of the same. With clouds of offerings unbounded, may the teachers of the world be worshipped. May kindly spirits bring the rains on time, for harvests to be rich and plentiful. May princes rule according to the truth, and may the world be blessed with all prosperity. May medicines be strong and full of virtue. May healing spells be chanted with success. May spirits of the air that feed on flesh be kind, their minds imbued with pity. And let no being ever suffer pain. Let them neither ail nor languish, never doing evil. May they have no fear nor suffer insults, and may their minds be ever free from sorrow. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting widely flourish. May harmony prevail among the Sangha, and may its purpose be all fulfilled. May ordained monks intent upon the practice find perfect places for retreat and solitude, abandon every vagrant thought, and meditate with trained and serviceable minds. May nuns have all their wants supplied. May quarreling, vindictiveness be strange to them. Let all who have embraced monastic life uphold a pure and unimpaired observance. May they feel regret when discipline is broken, and always may they strive to cleanse away their faults. May they thus obtain a fortunate rebirth wherein to undertake unfailing discipline. May the wise and learned be revered and always be sustained by offerings. With minds suffused with purity, may their renown spread far and wide. May beings never languish in the lower realm. May pain and hardship be unknown to them. Enjoying more than godlike strength and beauty, may Buddhahood for them be swiftly gained. Again and yet again may sentient beings make offerings to all the Buddhas, and with Buddha's unimagined bliss may they enjoy undimmed and constant happiness. May all the bodhisattvas now fulfill their high intention for the sake of beings, and sentient beings likewise now receive the good the Buddhas have in store for them. And may the Arhats and Praktiya Buddhas at length attain their perfect happiness. And may I also, through Manjushri's kindness, reach the ground of perfect joy, and throughout the stream of all my lives embrace monastic ordination. Thus may I abide sustained by simple ordinary fare, and in every life obtain a dwelling place in perfect solitude. Whenever I desire to gaze on him or put to him the slightest questions, may I behold the unobstructed vision of Manjughosha, my protector. To satisfy the needs of beings dwelling in the 10 directions to the margins of the sky, may I reflect in every deed the perfect exploits of Manjushri. And now, as long as space endures, as long as there are beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain, to drive away the sorrows of the world. The pains and sorrows of all wandering beings, may they ripen wholly on myself, and may the virtuous company of bodhisattvas bring about the happiness of beings. May the doctrine only remedy for suffering, the source of every bliss and happiness, be nurtured and upheld with reverence, and throughout a vast continuance of time endure. And now to Manjughosha I prostrate, whose kindness is the wellspring of my good intent, and to my virtuous friends I also bow, whose inspiration gave me strength to grow.
Long life.
Yellow prayer book, Long Life Prayers, on page 20. For this realm, encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness without exception. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrezig, may your life remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the 3 jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya Lion, you perfectly guide others with your excellent deeds. May you, the precious Guru who accomplishes everything spontaneously, live long. Holder of the teachings of Lord Drigumpa, great sovereign of the 3 jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peaceful light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. Known in the noble land as Arya Deva, you emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chodingpa, the heart son of Jingding Gompo. May the life of the glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 eons. Page 26. May the teaching of the great Drigumpa Ratnashri, Master of Interdependence, Omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld through teachings and practice, through hearing, reflecting, and meditating until the end of existence. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate the Bodhisattva Chenrezig.
Oi mane peme hore, oi mane peme hore, oi mane peme hore, oi mane Deva
Tahidele to all who are joining on the live streaming. Tahidele, thank you very much.
Just a reminder, everyone, please submit your accumulation of the dedication prayer of Shantideva on our website. Thank you. Be well. And join us tomorrow for our Sunday practices.
Tare tu tare